up game where the St. Louis Cardinals are now going to be traveling to San Francisco after the 12-2 beatdown they put on the Colorado Rockies last night to take that series. Well, it's been kind of a so-so road trip. The Cardinals have not hit, but here comes Alex Dahman as he'll lead it off, and he's been filling in for Ryan Braun's absence, for the injured Ryan Braun, and he's playing in right field. Here's the pitch. And that one's outside. Dahman steps in with a 1-0 count. And he hits a fly ball to right. Playable for the right fielder. And he makes the play for the first out of the inning. What they really wanted Alex Dahman to do this year is get on base and steal. And he hasn't been necessarily stealing bases, so to say, but you can see the batting average is kind of where you want him to be, but you'd like to see that on base a little higher. As we take a look at the lineup, brought to you by New Era Cap. Here's Eric Emerson, who got called up last Monday to fill in for the injured Carlos Gonzalez. He's been playing second base exclusively since the call-up. Swing and a miss by Emerson. Well, I've seen Eric Emerson actually play in the 8-hole for the majority of his call-up. A couple of 7-hole spots, but they like what they've seen from him by making contact and not striking out, and they decided to put him in the 2-hole, hitting in front of Mike Trout. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he hits a fly ball, and that one goes foul. Well, Emerson got called up to play against the Astros, actually, or it was against the Texas Rangers, a team that he grew up as a kid absolutely despising. Hits a ground ball to third. Great play by the third baseman to make the spin and throw him out for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder number 27.
And that'll bring up Mike Trout. Mike Trout's hitting .331, 21 home runs, which is second in the National League behind Knapp, and 50-some RBIs. Here's the pitch. And he hits a ground ball up the middle, base hit by Mike Trout. Couple of key guys having the night off.
Batting fourth.
Danny Santana has the night off.
Justin Knapp.
Nolan Arenado has the night off. And here's Justin Knapp, who hit 2 home runs last night and now leads the National League in home runs with 23. Well, Knapp was called up last year, a week before September call-ups, and has been put in the first base role and has run with it since. Hitting .378 in the month of September earned him a shot at the Major League roster the next season, and it actually moved Matt Carpenter over to second base, who's also out for the rest of the season with head fracture. And that pitch, geez, you see Knapp not happy about that one. But it makes you wonder, what does Jim Prescott got to do to get some playing time on this team? Well, he's got to play against a lefty. I mean, Roger Cooley is one of their guys that they really want to get going. And Cooley's just ahead of Prescott in the order for the outfield spot, for that fourth outfielder. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls that one back. Here's the 2-2. And Trout gets picked off at first. Unbelievable. We go to the bottom half of the first. Cardinals do nothing. We'll see the Giants when we come back. And we take a look at the starting pitcher for the Cardinals is Corey Kluber. And if you look at that whip, you can really, really tell why this guy has been exactly what they paid for, and they really like what Corey Kluber has done with this team. Well, he's become a real good team leader. so to say, when Adam Wainwright left, and you saw Corey Kluber just step in and become the leader of this staff with his leadership. Yeah, that was your explanation. Charlie Blackmon takes his second strike there. And we got ourselves a 0-2 count to Charlie Blackmon. The pitch. In the dirt.
I got the count 1-2.
Michael McHenry is doing the catching today. Marcus Van Buren has the night off. Here's the pitch, and there's a fly ball goes into the seats. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Blackmon. And that one's in the seats. Well, you see, Corey Kluber does not throw a lot of pitches out of the zone, as he missed there with the changeup. And he tries to get hitters to chase. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Blackmon's out on strikes for the first out. We take a look at their lineup, and still at the top, Blackmon, Panik, and Posey. J.D. Martinez, Brandon Crawford's in the lineup, Sam Childers, Kenny Vargas, Mont Eagle, and Chris Heston. So some of these guys I've never heard of. Here's Joe Panik hitting .304, and Joe Panik has been always giving the Cardinals problems. Here's the pitch, and that one's in the dirt. Michael McHenry. That's the name that actually got Rosario out of town. Ground ball, and that one gets away. Here's the 1-1 to Panik. Swung on and hit up in the air. Playable for Emerson. He makes the catch, and that's the second out.
Batting third.
And that brings up Buster Posey. And Buster Posey once again having another fine year. The pitch by, he hits a fastball that goes foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch here to Posey. Change up outside. The 1-1. Ground ball. Emerson again. Picks it up. Tosses to first. And a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the second. Cardinals and Giants are tied at nothing. That brings up Justin Knapp. Knapp's hitting .316, 23 home runs and 50 driven in. He had a 2-2 count, and then you saw Trout get picked off at first base. Here's the pitch to Knapp. And a pitch outside for a ball. What kind of player do you think Justin Knapp's going to be?
Ball, that's in.
Okay, well, clearly you have no opinion of him. Well, we're sorry, but we have Johnny Peralta in the booth. Peralta, you've been part of this organization for, what, 4 years, right? Yeah, I was actually I had a 4-year contract. I filled all 4 years, and I retired last year after winning our second championship. I felt like it was time. My body was getting all beat up. You know, we're not here to interview you, Peralta. We're just here because you're going to do commentary with us. Well, yeah. Well, Justin Knapp, he's one of the reasons I retired. I realized that this kid can play, and for this organization to stay successful, and you know, I don't have much left in the tank anyways. I might have had enough for one more year of just kind of padding up the stats a little bit, but I was more focused on, you know, the next part of baseball, and that was actually to sit here in the booth here with Dan and actually call games. Well, Johnny, what do you think of the Cardinals season this year? Well, I think it was really good. I mean, we were really good last year. You know, I played a lot of second base. We brought in Nolan Arenado. I started with the team at short, and I bounced around a bit, and I really liked second base. That seemed to be a good position. Freeze hits one into the corner. It's caught there easily. And this phone is just going out of control.
Batting sixth, left fielder,
a trade.
Roger Cooley.
Well, Dan, we have a trade in the... Jesus. We have a trade offer in the Yahoo Sports Fantasy. Cooley steps in. And he hits a ground ball base hit. So the Cardinals have their second hit of the night.
Batting seventh.
And we have the comebacks trading Jose Bautista and a 5th round pick for Yonder Alonso and a 7th. Well, I was not expecting a trade between those two teams, between King Nothing and the comebacks. But there it is. And the throw to third, and Cooley's out. What? Just bad base running here in the first inning, or the first 2 innings. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Wow. Here's JD Martinez.
Right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
And fastball in there for a strike. Ground ball, then picks it up, throws to first, and Emerson has recorded 3 out of the first 6 outs, or 3 out of the first 4 outs.
Sam Childers.
We take a look at the defense brought to you by New Era Cap. Cooley sitting out there in left field again. Emerson at second, Alexei Ramirez at short, Freeze at third. So the infield a little different than last night. And Dahman and Trout taking care of center and right. You really got to hit the ball hard to the right side of the outfield to really get a base hit with those 2 guys covering. Well, yeah, especially when Carlos Gonzalez comes back. I mean, that's a really deadly outfield, and it's hard to really get base hits. And this starting rotation absolutely loves those guys. Well, Johnny, there was something I wanted to ask you about defense, and how difficult was it to play the 3 defensive positions as we see a ground ball out?
Batting sixth.
Well, Dan, I started with this team at shortstop. I played a season as short, and then we went out and acquired Troy Tulowitzki. And I mean, it's tough as a player to admit it, but I mean, Troy, it's Troy Tulowitzki. The guy's one of the better shortstops of our generation. So, of course, I give up the position and offer to go play third. And then Matty Ice ended up moving over to second. Colton Wong ended up, buddy of mine. He was traded in that deal, which opened up that spot. So then we acquired Nolan Arenado in that trade as well. And I wasn't real familiar with Nolan, and I didn't realize how good he was. But in spring training, I was watching him field, and I was like, man, this guy can move. As Kluber ends inning. Well, we'll hold that thought, Johnny. We'll come back after the break. Still scoreless. And we're back, and Michael McHenry will take some at-bats. And Johnny, you were saying right before the break about changing positions and how that affected your game physically and mentally. Well, yeah, like I said, like I was talking before the break, we were talking about Nolan Arenado. And as we see a ground ball by Michael McHenry, and that might go for extra bases. Henry takes a big turn, then heads back to first. So good piece of hitting by McHenry. And as Michael McHenry continues to hit as the backup catcher, and he says that he's totally fine with the role he's in. He's like, yeah, I get to make $3 million. I don't play a lot, and I make, it's free money. Here is Corey Kluber. Well, like I was saying, so I watched Nolan play, and I was like, this guy's good. So I actually went to Mike and said, hey, I think I should be playing second base. Because Nolan clearly he's just way more talented. maybe I felt like I was a little better hitting at the time, and you know, stats show that I was. So I was a really good hitter. But I thought that as a fielder, he was just better. And we had some positions open. We had first and we had second open. And originally, Nolan was actually going to play first base for us. So I decided to move to second, and Matt wanted to place him first. So we all worked out. I mean, yeah, we had injuries here and there, and then I ended up back at third base after Nolan went down. And there's a base hit by Kluber. And the Cardinals got the first two guys on. So Kluber hits a base hit right up the middle, and the next batter will be Alex Dahman. And Johnny, what's your opinion? How do you feel about Alex Dahman and his play? Well, if he can get it together with the bat, and I mean like this guy could be a 300 hitter. He could be a 5-tool player. He shows that he has a lot of power. He can drive the ball. He always hits the ball hard. But if he can put it together, maybe shorten the swing up a little bit, you could see yourself as an all-star right fielder. And this, let me tell you something. He's a center fielder, but because of Mike Trout, he had to go play right. Here's Eric Emerson. Emerson takes a pitch outside. Eric Emerson actually was drafted by the Cardinals 3 years ago. So he's been part of the organization for a little while. And now he's finally getting a chance at the bigs.
Ball two.
But will most likely get optioned down when Carlos Gonzalez is ready to come back and play, just to get Emerson some more at-bats. But they thought they'd let him get some experience up here now. There's a fly ball. That's going to reach the gap. It is down. One run's going to be in. Kluber's on his way to third. He's going to go home. The throw to the plate. No, they're going to third. Emerson's got a triple. Everybody scores. Emerson has a base-clearing triple. The ball was bobbled out there in the outfield. And then you see Eric Emerson standing at third base, and the Cardinals are up 2-0. Good piece of hitting by Eric Emerson, and here's Mike Trout. Well, Emerson can walk home after Trout if Trout hits one to the outfield. Here's the pitch. Ooh, good cut there. 2-0 St. Louis lead. Well, the thing what Emerson did there is he worked the count a little bit. And he was fouling some tough pitches off. There's a fly ball, playable for the first baseman Vargas. And he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up Justin Knapp. Knapp grounded out in the second. Well, Knapp getting a chance now to hit cleanup for the Cards after the Tulo injury. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Well, yeah, what M did is he just went the other way and he just drove the ball to right center field. And when you hit to, that's a good spot to hit because that's where right-handers, that's just where their power really is. Yeah, if you hit the ball over the fence in left field, you can really crush one if you pull the ball. But Emerson didn't pull it, he drove it. And he drove it in between those two outfielders.
The count is 1-2.
1-2 to count to Justin Knapp. You know, Knapp has really turned it on over the last couple of games. I really see that he's making a turning point here, and I think he's the starting all-star at first base at the All-Star game next month. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We see Justin Knapp really working the count more, and as he struck out there, not being real patient. So the Cardinals strand one. We go to the bottom of the third. Cardinals lead 2-0 as Vargas will step in and hit.
First baseman, Jennings.
Here's the pitch by Kluber. And that one's in there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Corey Kluber, actually, he was traded for in when Caracci, the general manager, took over. That was one of the first moves he did. At the deadline, he wanted to get another pitcher to add to this rotation. There's a ground ball. fielded, and no, the throw took him off the bag. Safe.
Batting 8.
David Freese was unable to throw him out, and the Giants got a base runner. That brings up, I don't know who this is. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
And a sinker ball should have been called a strike. But we'll do it again. Here's the 1-0.
Hey.
That one was a strike. And what I've seen from Kluber today is his ability to stay down in the zone. He's just been on. Well, yeah, you see his sinker ball has actually been really good and really tough on hitters. I'm lucky to say that I didn't have to match up against him nearly as much as some of the other guys in our division did. So for Kluber, I was glad to play on his team. And as a fielder, it was actually Kluber pitching was actually one of my favorite games because goddamn did the ball get put on the ground a lot. Well, Johnny, you probably shouldn't be saying goddamn on the air. So, but it's and that play. Knapp's gonna go to second. They got him. The throw, not in time. So the pitcher bunts into a fielder's choice, and Charlie Blackmon will get a chance to bat with a runner at first. Look at that throw by Knapp. Really good throw. It took him off the bag a bit, so Ramirez could make a spinning throw to first. Emerson covering first. Here's Charlie Blackmon. The pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball. And once again, Kluber staying really down in the zone, at least for the first time through the lineup. Here's the pitch. He hung that changeup. But I think that was intentional. But Blackmon wasn't fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Well, when you see a pitcher the first time through the lineup and you see how he attacks you, your gut react, and there's a ground ball to first that got him, and the inning's over. Freeze, Cooley, and Ramirez when we come back. Cardinals lead 2-0. We're back after the break, and I'm actually surprised that they ruled that a hit, not an error. Now, I don't know if he would have gotten him. Well, I think he would have gotten him. The throw took him off the bag. So, my question to you, Johnny, is do you think they should be scoring that hits or errors? Well, here's my opinion on the whole matter. David was playing out of position. So, the hitter gets rewarded because he puts the ball, because he got fooled. I mean, really is what Kluber threw a good pitch and the ball was hit real soft to David Freese, who's playing out of position. He came up, made a great play to get to the ball, but made a poor throw to first. And after he did that, you know, they rule it a hit anyways. So I think they should rule that an error. Here's the 2-2. And that was low. Well, another thing is, I mean, Kluber's got 1 hit on him through the first 3 innings. Now, the odds of throwing a no-hitter, probably, I don't know if he's got no-hit stuff tonight, but let's just say he does. He keeps the pitch count down low, and the game is ended on a 1-hitter. You're talking about a play that will be talked about for a while.
Nope.
As Freese walks. Was that a hit, or was that an error?
Left fielder, Roger Cooley.
Here comes Roger Cooley, singled last time. He has 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. He was really trying to make a play for that 4th outfield spot. I mean, this is a guy who's been up and down, up and down. Here's the pitch, and that one's outside. When you see Hester now, he's really taking his time trying to figure out this lineup. Here's the 1-0. And he jams Cooley, and it's foul. But he tried to go the other way on the jam shot. Here's the 1-1 to Cooley. And there's a fly ball. Should be playable for the left fielder. Makes the play. And there's... Hey. That'll bring up Alexi Ramirez, who was also singled. And Alexi was the second baseman in the playoff series against the Dodgers, the one they lost. The pitch. So in a sense, you could say Alexi Ramirez and Roger Cooley have been failed infield prospects for the Cardinals. Alexi Ramirez was supposed to be the starting shortstop. Never really developed. There's a base hit, and Ramirez is a 2-for-2 night. Supposed to be the starting shortstop. Cooley was supposed to be at second, but then the Tulo trade happened, and it stalled the development a bit. Well, yeah, actually, Alexi, they're told that they wanted me to tutor him a little bit and make him... There's a fly ball. That one's deep, but playable. And no tag. So again, bad base running. And that brings up Corey Kluber.
Corey Kluber.
Here's the pitch to Kluber. And that one's up high. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1 count to Corey. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed again. Good hack there by Corey Kluber. Runners at first and second. 2 away, and the 53rd pitch is on its way. The pitch. Kluber takes high, and the count's now 2-2. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed, and Kluber's down on strikes. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 2-0 game, St. Louis. And we're back after the break as Joe Panic will come in and take his hacks.
The Giants' 4th, second baseman.
The pitch by Kluber.
Nope,
Should have been maybe ruled a strike, but to no avail. Here's the 1-0. And that one is a strike. Perfect location, exactly where McHenry wanted it. Pretty grunty fan there. Swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Panic. Fly ball, and it's caught by Cooley. Absolutely hit a rope.
Number 28, Buster Posey.
And here's Buster Posey, and he'll step in, supporting a 359 on base. Here's the pitch. And a sinker ball right down middle. That one missed location a bit. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball foul. Got a little bit of an MVP chant going. Here's the 0-2. And there's a ground ball fielded by Ramirez over to first. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 31, J.D.
When Corey Kluber has got it on, you'll see a lot of ground balls. Low pitch count, a lot of ground balls. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. Kluber throws a lot of strikes, and they always look like they're right where you want them, and it sinks right into the corner of your bat. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one missed. Ball 3. Sam Childers is on deck. Here's the 3-0 pitch.
Hey.
Strike called. 3-1. That fan was a little upset. Here's the 3-1.
Hey.
And he got the corner. Strike 2.
3-2.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Sinker ball gets through for a base hit. So the Giants have a base runner.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman,
And the batter will be Childers.
Sam Childers.
Childman steps in. And he'll take a sinker ball for a strike. Ooh, wow. Lucas Duda. 7 at-bats. Ground ball fielded by Knapp and the inning's over. Liner right into Knapp's glove. We've played 4 here in San Francisco. Cardinals lead 2-0. And here comes Alex Diamond, who's 0 for 2. The average is now down to 271.
Alex
And
Diamond.
what do you think his role is going to be when Cargo comes back? Like what? You really think that they're going to keep Emerson up? No, they're going to send him down. You send down Emerson, you keep Diamond and right. Diamond's your right fielder for the year. I mean, that's just what you just got to face it. He plays tremendous defense. He's got great bat speed. He's going to get better sometimes each game, and you're going to get that where he's going to swing at stuff out of the zone for out number 1. That'll bring up Eric Emerson, who did hit that big triple.
Eric
I don't know.
Emerson.
I'm an Emerson guy. I think Emerson should be playing second base every day for the Cards this year. Yeah, you're an Emerson guy. Well, there's a reason why Emerson was down in AAA, and Diamond's up at the majors. And yeah, what's that? He's better. Why don't you do the job and call the game? Alright. Well, the 1-1. There's a ground ball hit to the third baseman. Spins and chucks it to first. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 20.
And that'll bring up Mike Trout.
Trout.
Michael Trout is hitting .322 now. And the pitch count in the 60s now for Lester. Or Hester. Here's the pitch to Trout. And he hits a fly ball on the right. Tailing. And that will end the inning as the ball kind of got away from him a bit. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Crawford, Vargas, and Eagle when we come back. And here is Brandon Crawford. He steps in.
Leading off for the Giants,
Here's the pitch by Kluber.
Brandon.
And there's a fly ball getting away from Cooley, but he makes the catch for out number 1.
Up next for the Giants,
Take a look at team ERA and the Cardinals. That's why they're in first. That ERA. No one even close. Here's Vargas. The pitch.
Nope. Ball
That
1.
one's low. We take a
Nope,
look at the
1-0.
defensive alignment. And they're playing him to pull clearly. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball, base hit. That's going to get all the way to the wall. A double, a 1-out double. And the Giants got something going here. 5th inning.
the left fielder, number 25.
Here's Monte Eagle.
Monte Eagle.
First time the Giants had a runner in scoring position.
No,
And a
that's down.
curveball just misses. The pitch. Outside. Here's the 2-0.
Nope.
That one missed.
3 balls.
3-0. That one's in their first strike. The 3-1. Strike 2 called.
3-2.
So he took 2 strikes. Here's the full count. And he missed for ball 4. And Kluber's upset.
The pitcher number 54, Chris Heston. Your attention, please.
And Chase Utley will come in to pinch hit.
Number 26.
Here's the pitch.
Chase
And that one's in
Utley.
there for a strike. Here's the pitch. I mean, you just see Kluber. He's just working extremely fast. The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Runners don't advance. Here's the 1-2.
3.
Strike 3 call.
Now batting, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon. Strike. The 0-1. Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball. Over to second. Inning over. So the threat is nullified. We go to the 6th inning. Cardinals lead 2-0.
Your attention, please.
And that'll bring up Steve Green to pitch. The new pitcher for the Giants.
Steve
As he'll face Justin
Green.
Knapp. First time these two have ever met.
Leading off for
Old
the
Seth
Cardinals,
Main is warming up in the pen.
first baseman, Justin
Here's the
Knapp.
pitch. Swung on and missed. You see Knapp, you see a big tall guy. Here's the pitch.
Ball. That pitch
Outside. Justin Knapp. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Knapp. And he popped it up. This should get out of play, and it does. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he fouled off another one. Still 1-2.
That's ball
Splitter
2.
misses,
2-2.
and the count's now even at 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3. David Freese is the batter on deck. Full count. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed. Got him with that splitter. Really
Now
pitch,
batting,
and it's been a money
third
pitch.
baseman,
And that whole
David
at bat,
Freese.
as he never even touched it. Here's David Freese.
Ball 1.
And he'll take a pitch outside, ball 1. Fan, once again, very upset with the call. Here's the 1-0. There's a line drive into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. So David Freese has got himself a 1-out single. Good piece
Now
by
batting,
Freese as he
left fielder,
drives it right to right
Roger
center.
Cooley.
Well, like I said, that is the power stroke for right-handed hitters, is you want to go straight to right center. Here's Cooley. The pitch. Inside
that's
for a
inside.
ball. Freese gets his lead. And here's the pitch. And he popped it up. Cooley pops up, and there's 2 away. Batter should be Alexei Ramirez. Alexei's 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Now batting,
Hit 314 since the call-up.
Alexei
Slugging
Ramirez.
490. He does have a couple of home runs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed again. The 0-2. Outside ball 1. Well, he saw he went through 3 pitches in a row to the 3 same spots, and Alexi bit at 2 of them. Here's the 1-2. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop that should end the inning and would have been a double play ball. We're going to the bottom half of the 6th. The Cards still lead 2-0. And that'll bring up Joe fucking Panic. And here's the pitch by Kluber. And that one's low. Well, Joe Panic, another guy who can really drive the ball. He did a lot during my days as a player. And he's doing it today. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. Alexi picks it up and throws him out for the first out. That was a really good play by Alexi Ramirez. He had to run all the way to second base to really get that ball. He stabs it, picks it up, and throws a perfect strike to nail the runner. Here's Buster Posey grounded out twice. And you're seeing Corey Kluber getting the ground ball working again.
Nope, that's a ball.
Well, sometimes he's got the ground ball, and sometimes the ball is just finding holes. You're not seeing guys really driving the ball. And if they are, they're hitting over the top of it right to third or short. There's a strike called. Really good pitch there by Kluber. Here's the 2-1. And there's a fly ball. That'll get seats. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball. Cooley can't make the play. And Buster Posey's going to have himself a double. Second double of the night for the Giants. Back-to-back innings now they've hit a double. Well, that was just a poorly run play by Cooley. I understand the guy is naturally a second baseman, but come on, that's catchable. And you see that pathetic attempt at a play. Here's the pitch. And he'll take that for a strike. Well, Corey says, well, I'm going to pick my guy up. And there's a strike called. Umpire really liked that pitch. Here's the 0-2. And curveball in the dirt. And no throw, and the runner will advance to third base. So the Giants are just 90 feet away of cutting this lead in half. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball foul. The 1-2 again. Swung on and missed, and he struck him out. Really good pitching by Corey Kluber. Trying to pitch his way out of this jam. And here's Sam Childers. The pitch. Curveball swung on and missed.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball fouled off. Here's the 1-2. And he drops a curve in there for a strike and ends the inning. Good inning by Corey Kluber. We've played 6. Cardinals lead 2-0.
Your attention, please.
And that'll bring in Seth Maness to pitch, who's had a pretty good year so far, as he'll be matched up against Michael McHenry.
Leading off for St. Louis.
Getting loose for the Cardinals
Michael McHenry.
is Sam Freeman and Kevin Quackenbush. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
Sinker
That's
ball
inside.
in there. Not in there, actually. And once again, that fan is just out of control. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A fly ball into right, playable for the right fielder, and he makes the play for the first out.
Now batting. Pitcher,
Corey Kluber will step
Corey
in,
Kluber.
and they will not go for a pinch hitter. They think Kluber's got enough for that 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Kluber. Well, with the extended off day, you really can afford to not put your pitch, to extend your pitcher a bit. Swung on and missed. That slider has been deadly.
No, that's low.
That one's low. Ball 1. The sinker baller has not thrown a sinker ball. Here's the pitch. Kluber hits this one into right center field. Playable for Blackman. No, he drops in for a base hit. So Kluber's got himself a 1-out single.
The right
And he's
fielder,
got
number
2 hits
21,
tonight.
Alex
Swinging
Gina.
the bat there, Klub. And that'll bring up Alex Dahman. Dahman 0 for 3 tonight, the pitch. And he fouls that one back. Dahman he's been a little off today. And what was going on with that? Terrible base running again, and Kluber is out. Bad base running mistake there. And here comes, now Dahman will have to figure something out himself. He won't, he'll strike out. Time to stretch here in San Francisco. Cardinals up 2-0. Well, one thing these Cardinals have to do is get this big running under control. 3 outs on the base pass tonight. I don't understand what that was. I don't know if that was a hit and run. Well, it wasn't a hit and run because Dahman laid down a bunt. I think what happened was they wanted to bunt him over and have Emerson a chance to drive him in. But what happened was the signs were mixed. Kluber was going on first motion, and Dahman was trying to lay down a bunt. Now, if Dahman lays down that bunt, there's a possibility you could have 2 runners on because of Dahman's speed. However, he doesn't bunt very well.
The left fielder, number 25.
There's Eagle, and there's already 2 outs, so Kluber's making quick work of these hitters right now. The bottom of the lineup, and that's why I think Matheny left Kluber in, because he knows he's a little upset from the last inning and wants to finish off and have a real strong inning before he goes and sends the game over to the bullpen. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he doesn't chase that really good curveball. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and hit to left field. Cooley makes the play this time. And we've played 7 in San Francisco. The Cardinals still lead 2-0. Only 4 hits for the Giants. And we're going to have a new pitcher.
Your attention,
The new
please.
pitcher will be Hunter
These changes for
Strickland.
San Francisco. Now
And the
pitching
hitter
batting
will
in the
be
eighth spot,
Eric
number
Emerson,
60,
who's 1 for
Hunter
3, and
Strickland.
his triple
Now
is the
playing
difference
left
in
field
this
and batting
game.
in the ninth spot, number 32, Michael Bourne.
Here's the pitch. Changeup in there for a strike. What a introduction pitch that was. Here's the 0-1. Blew the fastball right by him, and it's 0-2. So this pitcher can flat out pitch. Strickland. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. Well, sometimes you run into these firecrackers, as I like to call them. Here's the 1-2. And he swung on and missed. Perfect slurve. And Emerson's down on strikes. We take a look at the history here, and Kluber only 5 strikeouts, but 7 strong innings of work. And I would imagine his night's through. Here's Trout, steps in with that, supporting that nice 331 average. And we'll see if he can hit Strickland. Here's the pitch. Taking his time. Delivers a ball outside. Well, the Cardinals are trying to get that insurance run. Here's the 1-0. Inside, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. And he hits a line drive base hit, and he'll have to hold up at first base with a 2-out single or a 1-out single. Good piece of hitting there by Trout to get his second hit of the night. And now Knapp will hit. With a 2-0 game, Knapp can be extremely dangerous. Can make this quickly a 4-0 game. Ooh, slurve, hung it. Knapp just missed it.
Ball. The count's 1-1.
They pitched out and Trout went back. Posey's a tough guy to run on, so I don't know if you're going to see that again. Here's the 1-1. Another one outside. They're just convinced on Trout running. Really worried about that 2-run lead becoming a 3-run lead. Well, what they should be worried about is it being a 4-run lead. Or more. Slurve in their first strike. 2-2. The last thing you want to do is just throw one in there. Swung on and missed. Knapp's down on strikes. 2 strikeouts for Strickland. And the batter will be David Freese. He's 1 for 2. He has a walk and he singled. Here's the pitch to Freese.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. And he hits one foul. 1-1 the count to Freese.
Ball. 2-0.
Trout's out. That'll end the inning. So Trout nailed twice tonight. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals still lead 2-0. And that'll bring up Michael Bourne, making his first attempt.
Left fielder.
And he'll face off against Sam Freeman. Freeman, who's been awfully tough on left-handers this year. Batter's hitting 89 cents against him. Here's the pitch, and Bourne tries to lay down a bunt. Well, Michael can still do that.
1-1.
But McHenry does have a strong arm, so it's going to be tough to lay one down. And he's very athletic, really fast for a catcher. Here's the 1-2, and Bourne's down on strikes. Swinging around town there. And that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon, who's 0 for 3 against Kluber. Let's see how he does against Freeman. he'll take a strike.
0-1's
Well,
the
for
count.
Freeman, he would say that Michael Bourne was his warm-up guy. Now the inning starts, and he fouls that one off. The 0-2 pitch, and that one gets in the seats. Still 0-2. Ground ball. Alexei picks it up, and he gets him to the second out.
The
Two
second
gone.
baseman, number 12, Joe Panic.
And that'll bring up Joe Panic. The pitch. Ground ball, and that one gets through for a base hit. That's going to be a double. So the third double and the third consecutive inning. And the batter's going to be Buster Posey. And you know Matheny's going to go over to the bullpen now. And he's going to bring in the Quackster. Here comes Kevin Quackenbush. And he's been, by far, the best reliever in the bullpen this season. Mike calls him the Quackster. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there for a strike. Actually pitching to Buster Posey here. Well, you don't want to put the go-ahead. You don't want the go-ahead run to come up, and you don't want to put the tying run on base. Here's the 1-2. Strike three got him on that outside slider, and the inning is over. So Quackenbush comes in and does damage. We've played 8 here in San Francisco. The Cardinals still lead 2-0. Beautiful San Francisco, as the new pitcher will be Zach Britton,
Now pitching for the Giants,
and he'll be faced
number
off against
53.
David Freese.
Zach Britton.
A left hand, and Trevor Rosenthal getting loose in the pen, also having an outstanding year. Here's the pitch. And Freese hits this one into left, into right. Playable. And one down.
Now batting,
Here's
left
Cooley
fielder,
hitting 242
Roger
now.
Cooley. Your
Pitch
attention,
hitting for
please.
Cooley will be Jim
Pitching
Prescott.
for St. Louis, number 15, Jim Prescott.
So they went to the right-hander. They don't want the lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. And Prescott hits this one to left. And man, does that ball just die out there. 2 gone.
Up next
And the
for
batter's going to be
Cardinals,
Alexi Ramirez. He's 2 for 3, 2
Alexi
singles, right up
Ramirez.
the middle. And Britton's only thrown 2 pitches. Here's the third pitch of the inning. Can he get a 3-pitch inning? And he gets that one foul. Caught by the ball boy. So that is 3 consecutive balls put in the air that never touched the ground. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball, base hit. So Alexi breaks it up. He's on base. And the batter will be Michael McHenry.
Now batting, catcher, Michael McHenry.
Good piece of hitting there. A 3-hit night for Alexi. Here's McHenry. He steps in. And here's the pitch. Fastball on the black. Britton is a tough hombre. Here's the 0-1. That one's outside. A 1-1 pitch.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Outside again. As you can see, Britton, he's actually trying to work the outside part of the plate, but McHenry is just not biting on it. 2-1. Swung on and missed. That would have been a called strike 2 anyways. 2-2. Will they send Alexei here? He's on his way. Swung on and missed, and McHenry is down on strikes, and the inning is over. Well, last chance for romance for the Giants. It'll be up to J.D. Martinez, Childress, and Brandon Crawford.
Your attention, please.
Jim Prescott will come in and play left field.
Now playing left field, number 15, Jim Prescott.
And the pitcher will be Trevor Rosenthal,
Number 46,
who's looking for his 20th save.
Rosenthal.
Here's the pitch to Martinez, and he hits that one foul. Well, the Giants have hit a double in the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th inning. Will they make it 4 consecutive doubles? And here's another thing. They haven't scored.
Up next for the
Rosenthal
Giants,
is
third baseman,
one save away for tying Drew Storen of the Chicago Cubs. No surprise that Craig Kimbrell is at the top with 23. Here's the pitch. That one's low. The Cardinals win a lot of games. They just don't have a lot of close games. They do win. 100 miles an hour. Rosenthal throwing gas here tonight. Swung on and missed. 86 mile per hour changeup. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball. Dahman chasing it. Makes the catch, out number 2.
the shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
And here's Brandon Crawford. He represents the final out. And the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 98 down low. The 0-1. Outside ball 1. Fans are up on their feet. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. And now the Giants are down to their final strike. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oof, just missed. 2-2. Cardinal fans up cheering, so are the Giant fans. The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. Vargas on deck. Rosenthal knows he cannot lose this hitter. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, he lost him. And now Vargas will take his hacks.
Now batting.
Here's Kenny's Vargas. What a weird first name that is. Here's the pitch, and that one's in there for a strike. So Rosenthal jumps ahead of the hitter. The pitch in the dirt. And you can see Rosenthal's command is all over the place. Another pitch in the dirt, and the throw gets away. McHenry can't throw him out. Really good throw by McHenry there. As you saw the athleticism and made it, it was close. But the ball's in the dirt. And surprised that you even try to steal a base there. Here's the 2-1. Considering how close that was. 3-1. Britton on deck. The 3-1 pitch in there for strike 2.
The count is full. 3-2.
Another full count. Rosenthal, the pitch. Swung on and foul. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's going to drop for a base hit. And the Giants cut in the lead. It's 2-1. A changeup that just drops into the bat of Vargas. And now the tying run stands at second base. And Mark Trumbo will come
Number
off
15,
the pinch hit, and Adam Duvall is the runner at first. Interesting. No one's warming up in the pen. They're saying this is all on Rosie. In their first strike, one called. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Trumbull's down to his final strike again. Here's the 0. High ball 1. Just missed. Here's the 1-2. Curveball just missed again. Counts even at 2. The pitch. Swung on and fouled. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's fouled off again. You gotta admit, Rosenthal, he is going right after Trumbull. The pitch. He struck him out and the Cardinals win. 2-1 the final score. Trumbull strikes out looking at a cutter, and Rosenthal does get his 20th save. However, he had to work for it. Corey Kluber with the win. His 7th. He is now 7-4 on the year with 7 scoreless innings. I'd imagine the player of the game is going to be Kluber. And we're not even going to tell you who the player of the game is. There is no player of the game. Well, those are the finals. The Cardinals win 2-1 on 11 hits.
They left 7 men on base.
And they leave 7 on base.
For the Giants,
for
hits.
MLB The Show,
No errors.
I'm Dan Stevens along with Johnny Peralta saying goodbye until next time.
42 minutes.